Wish you all a very happy and prosperous Teachers' Day. It's an advice from a teacher to teachers on the occasion of Teachers' Day.
Hello, I am Professor Vishala Patnam. I wish you all a very happy and prosperous Teachers' Day. Teachers are very important in students' development and country's development. That is why they leave irreversible impact on students' mind. Teachers must feel very proud of their profession. They should make consistent and honest efforts to refine their knowledge and skills to meet the educational demands and for the total development of students. Teachers, Teacher. I take this spelling of teacher and let you know what are the important traits and characteristics teachers must have. T here is they have to be talented and they have to take care of the total development of the students. Total development is wholesome development. All the 8 important components, physical, motor, intellectual, speech, language, social, emotional and moral development of the students. These 8 components they have to take care. This wholesome development, if they don't pay attention, their holes will be formed, HOLES, holes will be formed in students. Then whatever the education we give, students ultimately do not develop and they do not become useful and empowered citizens of tomorrow. E stands for empathy. Students should be trained by the teachers to develop empathy for teachers, for the educational system, for their families, for the neighborhood, for the nature, for the environment, for the animals, everything. That makes them to become being human. That makes them to become very good human being. So the empathy is very, very important. Teachers must see that when the students develop good level of physical and mental energy to perform their duties, teachers must be very efficient in performing their duties so that the students automatically imbibe that value for efficiency. When the teachers are efficient, students automatically imbibe that quality of efficiency and their work output will be better. They also can save many resources, their energy, time, when they are efficient. So efficiency also is very important, energy and empathy. Here A is they had to be affectionate, they had to be concerned about themselves, their family and the staff, teaching and non-teaching and school property. They must have affection. When we have affection, we care for them. So the students must develop affection for everything around them. They should not become very materialistic. They should be able. The students must have age appropriate and specialization, whatever the specialization, whatever the degree programs, whatever the subjects they learn, this ability to perform those subject related, class related, degree program related tasks. So abilities also are very important. TEA. Now C. C is they must have comprehensive knowledge. not just having few points examination oriented. They must comprehend the subjects, whatever they learn. They should develop right concepts about the subjects, right concept about their self, their family, and the nation and the world around them. Next is H. H is always indicates habits. They must develop healthy and good habits so that they become useful citizens. So teachers must take care of the habits of the students, should never neglect that part. Only teachers must take care of students' habits right from their school age. At any level of education, students' habits should be taken care. They have to monitor what kind of habits students are having. If they are having any bad or wrong habits, teachers should give proper guidance to them so that students develop good habits, healthy habits to take care of themselves and their families and the society. H is humility. They should be humble, modest enough, not too much rating them or superiority complex. They must have modesty, humility, so that they become more successful in life. So the teachers must try to take care of the habits of the students and whether they have developed humility and honesty in performing their duties. E is entrepreneurship. Students should become job providers than job seekers. That is the now motto of the central and state governments. That is why for developing entrepreneurship, it is not easy. They must have so many important characteristics so that especially knowledge, skills, and daringness, creativity, so many things which are required by a successful entrepreneur, the students should develop. So the education system, the teachers must focus on entrepreneurship qualities and skills of the students. TEACHE, then R. Students should become realistic and resilient. Teachers must make the students to become realistic. They should have self-actualization about their capacities, their skills, their knowledge level, their attitude and aptitudes. Because of it, then they can set realistic goals and they also develop a positive attitude towards life. So teachers should make the students to become realistic and resilient. In adverse conditions also, they have to behave in a responsible way, in a nice way to lead quality life. So making the students to become realistic and resilient also the responsibility of the teachers. So we have to keep reminding ourselves that am I making my students to become realistic and resilient is very, very important. Teacher, TACHER, yes, teachers. Next is yes. Now yes, students should be simple, sophisticated, should never have saturation. Saturation means not ready to absorb other things. They feel that whatever I have learned is more than enough. This saturation point students should never reach. That is why the evaluation process of the teachers, both theory and practicals, classroom performance assessment, these must be very professional and don't give them easily 100 out of 100. What makes is that student feels that I am perfect. So this saturation point students should never develop. They must have satisfaction about their hard work. What are the achievements they have through their hard work, that must give them a lot of satisfaction. So students simplicity, students satisfaction, not having reaching to a saturation point in learning, these things also teachers have to pay attention. So teachers are next to gods, next to parents. That is why we have a big responsibility to project ourselves as good role models, not only to the students but also to the society. So wherever we move around, if anything is going wrong, learn to guide them, just caution them that that is wrong things, that is a wrong way, don't do it. And if anything is going right, good things are happening, we also must acknowledge and appreciate the efforts of the students as well as the general public. I would like to show you a few slides. Teachers and students must become lifelong learners. In the next slides, I will be showing what is learning process and how teachers and students, when they are learning, when they claim that one they are learning, they have to check whether these things are done in that learning process. Once again, I wish you all a very happy Teachers' Day.
These are the 8 components of wholesome development of students: physical, motor, intellectual, speech, language, emotional, social, and moral development. If it is not cared, holes are formed in students' development. Then that may lead to students' non-empowerment, non-productivity, and underutilization of students in their families' development and nation's development. Teachers must have value for their profession. The value of a value has a value if it is valued by you. Teachers are next to gods and parents. They must try to be good role models to students and society. Learning means the process of seeing, listening, and observing as it is, but not as you are. Knowing and acquiring entirely new information, capacities, and skills. Updating and upgrading known information, capacities, and skills. Forgetting, unlearning, deleting obsolete and unwanted information and skills. Application of acquired information, capacities, and skills at right time in a right way in all domains of life for quality living. This is a definition developed by Professor Vishala Patnam, that is me, in 1991. Teachers and students must see that this learning process is done by them properly or not. They also must remain as lifelong learners for self-development. Teachers must make best efforts for inculcating values in students, as it would take care of at least students' 3 generations, they themselves, their children, and grandchildren. If they live longer, they can guide even their 4th generation. Similarly, when they get into any occupation, job, they also guide the next generations. That is why teachers must try to inculcate values in students. Teachers must inculcate scientific values in students. Truth is God, God is truth, science is truth. Acquire science and apply science in life to get blessings of God. Closing with best wishes to you all. Kindly inform students and your colleagues about this YouTube channel for raising Human Development Index. It is useful to all age groups.